Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2.
Yeah.
Mic check. Mic check. 1 2 1 2. Are we live?
Yep. I believe so.
Chronic?
Yeah. I'm here.
Hold on.
I am here.
Okay, I can hear you. I have my volume down. Hold up. Hold on. Hold up. I did not want to start the video. Let's go ahead and rewind it back to the perfect. There we go. Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Rarely Typical Players podcast, baby. We brought another one to you guys. This time it is a commercial RPG game. Commercial RPG. Holy smokes! A commercial RPG game that's on Steam. Let's freaking go. This your boy D757 Dartman for D757 Gaming, or D7 just for short. And this is my co-host, Chronic, aka Starshift developer. You know, he's the creator of the whole Starshift franchise. So, give us a little bit of news, what's going on with the Starshift games, Chronic. Let the people know out there what to expect from you.
Okay, so what is happening with the Starshift games is they're still continuing. However, I have now been able to build my own engine that is like going to be like more enhanced than RPG Maker, and I want to basically make sure that the quality of the next game is like as high as I can get it, so that it stands out. But I'm in the process of building my engine RPG reactor to facilitate that, and so that's the current update.
Okay, that's good. So this engine, presumably, you know, it's going to be powerful than RPG Maker.
Correct.
So
it's 100% backwards compatible as well.
Okay, that's good. And is it going to be? Are you planning on keeping it to yourself, or are you going to be sharing it with the public?
Nope, it's 100% free and open source, and there's already other people getting involved to add to it and feature requests and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm excited about it.
All right. I think maybe one day, you know, we could have, you know, a preview of the engine, you know, from maybe one of your streams one day. You know, we could see more about it and stuff like that. But that is amazing. That is exciting that this guy, you know, like really prominent figure in RPG Maker, definitely help people with their project is trying to develop, because, you know, he's very passionate about RPG Maker, you know, in the sense where, you know, he feel like, okay, maybe we need something more powerful, more free, and more available to those, you know, who want to get into the game making, who may not have money, you know, to buy the engine and all the plugins that come with it, because it could be quite expensive. So all right, so the game of today is called Demon World, Raya's Way of Life. Demon World. Do you have the synopsis pulled up, Cyclone?
I do.
Can you give us a quick rundown, like how the developer is selling the game? What is he telling the people about the game?
Yeah, so the short synopsis here says that in this turn-based RPG, you play as the mercenary Raya, completing missions with cunning, force, or diplomacy. Benevolent choices may come at a hidden cost, while ruthless ones could end up saving humanity. The demo is 1.5 hours to 2 hours. and 2 optional bosses. Turn-based combat, choice-driven RPG. In this choice-driven RPG, players take on the role of a mercenary who must fight for her destiny in a post-war world ruled by political factions, pulling strings behind the scenes, manage a mercenary company, employ various strategies to complete dangerous missions, choose different companions. In the last surviving city, Raya must confront both conflicts among human factions and the looming threat of the demon invasion. Her decisions will define the fate of the city.
Okay. Very good synopsis. I mean, it's nothing like too extraordinary, but you know, he basically explains what you're going to be expecting when you play the game. So this is what we're going to kind of like, hey, did he sell us a whole bunch of bull, or did we play what he described? So
yeah.
All right, so let me go ahead and start the video. When I played this game, right, when I saw the cover art, I thought that I've seen this art before. What I think they done was they used default assets, right? The default sprites. They made it, and they had art created from the sprites. Now, is this hand drawn, or is this the other word?
the word that should not be named.
Yeah, that. What do you think about the art? Like what do you think? Because the girl looked like a female herald.
Oh yeah, like I could see the little like what almost looks like the headband thing that Harold has, but like under the hair. I didn't notice it until you said it.
Yeah. And I mean, I want to say it's art, but I don't know about this one. What do you?
I don't know. I think it looks fine. I don't really know either way, but it looks fine to me. For the most part, you're not looking too close.
Yeah, but I think that's a good idea too, right? If you don't have custom sprites, you know, create and I've seen this in other games too. Create the best sprite that you can, then get somebody to create art for those sprites. That way you can have those character portraits in your game. You know what I mean? Like you can have like the character portraits based on the sprite that you created from the generator.
Yeah.
Because that's another cost asset is buying sprites and getting custom sprites done. You know, I think when you go commercial, you should consider like paying for sprites. You should consider that, like heavily consider it, because like something called Demon World, then you got another title, Raya's Way of Light. It could be like, this is the first installment of Demon World, then it could be Demon World and something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You see, like this could be like an episode 1 type thing, then episode 2. So having like memorable sprites or characters, you know, is always a good idea. So let's go ahead and start the video. Then we're gonna get into, you know, the meats and potatoes. Sorry for rambling too long, but I just wanted to like kind of bring up the art situation. So when I did record this, some people did say I was lagging and stuff. So you know, if the video looks laggable, I apologize. It's not like my intentions or whatnot. You know, I was multi-streaming when I was playing this game, and I did have some streaming issues, but so yeah, I do apologize.
So it's the choppiness is due to the stream quality at the time rather than the game being this choppy.
Yes, correct.
Yeah,
correct.
Right. Okay. yeah. D7 needs to upgrade from potato PC.
Hey boo. Hey baby. Maki Shiwa. Yo, what's up? Part-time experience. D7 need to upgrade from the potato. Oh my gosh. Okay, okay. Alright. Story. Tell me what you think about the story, Sacronic. Tell me what you think about the story.
Okay, so first off, I thought they did a decent job with the story. I wouldn't say it was like the deepest story ever, but it was a story that right away you get put into the action, and like really quickly it's very clear what is going on, who you are as a character and why, and everything like that. I thought it was very like, as I was playing it, I was like, oh, I get this. I this is coherent. Yes. So I totally like understood I remembered the characters. I know what they're about. I know what this world is about. It even like literally explains it to you when you first play the game. But it's short though. It's short and sweet. So you kind of get a feel for what's going on, and then it just takes you straight into the action, which I like that. And the story is basically that you're this mercenary, and the whole world, the entire world is all demon, and there's only one human city left called Elysium that survived with giant walls or whatever, and the game kind of starts off with a demon attack, demons coming in, breaching the walls, and then basically you're fighting the demons to expel them from the place they breached in from, and then that's kind of how the game kicks off.
Yeah.
And then after that first area, you go home and you find out a little bit about the characters and their history and everything like that, and then there's then you get a message from some senator that wants to hire you for a job, and then it just goes from there. It kind of flowed.
He actually plays the game. That's wild.
yeah, I do.
Yeah, the story, I'm gonna piggyback right off Cychronic. The story start off as, you're walking to like the shopping center, then you get attacked by demons because they everywhere it's a demon world, you know what I mean? And just like he was saying, the only city of human, Elysium, is now being breached, by demons. So people is panicking, your politicians, they're going crazy, the military's going crazy.
There's also terrorists and like internal fracturing of society in this last city.
Yeah, and you find that out later on, but the game kind of got into the action really quick, which is really appreciative, because I don't like to be like reading so much dialogue in the beginning, like, and you could predict what's going to happen. Like, I don't really like too much games like this. So the main character you play as, Raya. You really don't know who she is, like what she's about, but apparently it turns out that she's more than what you think she is. You know what I mean? Like you think that she's a normal person, but people recognize her for doing something bad. You know what I mean? For doing something bad. Hence, during this time, it kind of have a Final Fantasy story in a way, because like if you remember Final Fantasy 3, magic users were frowned upon.
Are you talking about 3 or 6?
both. You know, they basically one is Japanese, you know, the Japanese and the American.
Yeah, but so you're talking about Final Fantasy VI then, not the original 3 that never came out in America.
Yeah. 3 for the Super NES American, and 6 for the magic was frowned upon, and apparently the main character knows magic, right? You're not born with magic. You're not born with it, nor you are taught it, right? They have something called demon blood. Demon blood, right? Demon blood is kind of like, if you go back to Final Fantasy, it's kind of like the Espers. You know, the Espers, the Eidolons, you know, when they die, they become magicite. But in this game, they become demon blood, right? They become demon blood. So basically, demon blood is like a way for the main character to learn new skills. So apparently she's stolen, or she infused herself with demon blood. So basically she's like considered a marks person, you know what I mean? Like we're gonna arrest you, we're gonna kill you, and stuff like that. Or like they're after her. Basically she's like a fugitive on the run, right? But the vibe of the story, like the vibe of the game, doesn't give it, really don't give her like she's like wanted vibe, because it feels like a joke a little bit. It feels like she's joking in a way, like she say, oh yeah, I took some demon blood and infused myself, and now they're after me, da 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 da. It's like there's no sense of danger because she's living out in the opening.
Yeah.
Remember
she's actually a business owner.
Yeah, she's a business owner. Like, you're prominently like recognized
as like a business owner of a mercenary firm.
Yeah, and you hire yourselves out, and now you basically admitting that you have demon blood in you, even though the government is out to get you. Like, that part doesn't make any sense to me.
Well, maybe it would be better if it was a secret. So she has the demon blood, and if they found out, they would be after her, but they haven't found out. And then maybe you could turn that into some kind of like, where later it does get found out, and then there's a problem.
But maybe it was a secret. Maybe she was living her life until they found out what she did and they came after her. That's why the town was attacked. Maybe. And they want her. Remember the guy's shoe. What's his name? Shiro? Was it Shiro? Shiro didn't like her because she used magic. He was a demon hunter. Basically, that's what she was. She was a demon hunter that took the demon, blood.
Yeah, and infused it within.
But she's a demon hunter, but she using their ability, so that's the problem Shiro has with her. You know what I mean? Even though she's a demon hunter,
But sometimes a little bit of poison is medicine, right?
Yeah, like is it going to have a negative effect down the line? We don't know. All we know, the demon blood gives you abilities, gives you power. So one thing I want to praise is the developer did try his best or their best to like create a really interesting story, like character development. They did, I think they did a really good job at it, because as you play along, as you play the game, you would notice, like, you know, the backstory, how Raya became to her fortune. Well, I'm not going to say fortune, because they are a struggling business. Okay, they are a struggling business, because every cent counts. Every cent counts. Like they're desperate for work, basically. They're desperate for work. But how she became, like how she got the business, it's explained. You know what I mean? Like the adoption. You know, she was adopted, and she's looked upon by her adopted mother. You know, maybe there's a backstory to why she was adopted and why the company was left to her instead of the biological child. You know what I mean? Maybe there's something to that we don't know. You know, that could be importance. You know what I mean? Maybe she could be a demon herself. I don't know, and the father knows about it. I don't know. So
it could turn into a whole soap opera.
Yeah, it's really interesting. And you know, the mother, like there's a sick mother, like the adopted mother is really sick, but she hates her. Like she detests her. She don't want to see her at all. Like, you know, like when you're on your deathbed, you be the nicest, you do the nicest things ever. You know, you're like extra super duper nice to everyone, because you want to leave this world with a good conscience. You know what I'm saying? God said, be nice to your neighbor. This woman don't care. You know what I mean? Like, she is really being mean. And I apologize, guys. This video is lagging so bad.
Yeah, the real game wasn't lagging like this. It actually lagged a little bit in some parts, but only a little bit. Yeah,
it's lagging bad for me. But I think when I played it on YouTube, I don't think it was I can't really remember the playback, but yeah, this isn't. I mean, it's counting fine. It's counting. No. It's lagging here. Yeah, I'm looking at the playback. It's like it only showing each 5 seconds.
Yeah,
that's weird. Like, what is going on with my computer? Like, what is going on?
You're on a potato PC.
Oh my gosh, bro. Like, don't tell me that. Then you're going to have to host all the podcasts. And I know you don't want to do that, but.
Well, I'm fine hosting, but it's nice when it switches up, where sometimes I host and sometimes
this is bad, man. Like, I swear, like this never happened before. Like, all right, so, but I want to see something real quick. All right. Yeah, like on the YouTube playback, it's running fine, but on here it's just stuttering. I think it's something wrong with my OBS. Yeah, it has to be, because on YouTube it's playing fine. Like there's nothing. Hold on. Yeah, the playback, it is laggy on the YouTube. Yeah, it is. So yeah, I think it was a bad record when I actually recorded it that day. All right. When did you guys come out of retirement? Oh, we've been going live for the past few months now.
Yep.
But we do it every 2 weeks because it's just two of us.
And because
and he
busy.
got a lot going on. He's busy. I got stuff I got going on. So we do 2 episodes a month. Sometimes 3 if it's like an extra week.
But we don't we didn't want the dream to die. So
yeah, we didn't want the dream to die. The last one, yeah, we played like 4 before after Lul. Like we did one last week, and then the last one was the pizza quest, then we did another one. This one is a commercial RPG. This is on the Steam store. So yeah, we still doing our thing, Padre. We still doing our thing, baby boy. So this is what I'm thinking, like you know, the mother knows more. There's a reason why she's hating her, you know. All right, so yeah. I'm not gonna give you too much of the story, but I think the story, for what it is, it doesn't feel like a RPG that you played before. It actually has some interesting points. It actually has some moments where you feel like, oh wow, I wonder what's next. You know what I mean? Like, I wonder what's next.
Yeah, I was pleasantly surprised on that part. Yeah. Because sometimes you start a game and in like 30 seconds that you want to quit the game. but like, I like when that doesn't happen.
Varo Claw is in the house. Varo Claw is in the house. He has a game as well. Trying to remember. I'm sorry if I forgot the name, but he had the wonderful art. You know, the really good battle system. New Moon Might was the New Moon Magic, something like that. You remember the game, Cychronic? I think we covered it on the podcast.
I don't remember the exact.
It was
name,
New Moon. Hey, we played so many freaking games, but yeah, Might of New Moon Magic, something like that.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Baraclaw. I am sorry, and I think he had Moons of True Magic. Moons of True Magic. That's what it was. And he had a contest, and I actually got second place, I believe. I think I want to say Drifty was first place, but you know, anything that Drifty do, people, they're gonna say Drifty won anyways, because they learn all their skills from Drifty anyway, so they're gonna give Drifty first place regardless. So, you know, I call a rigged contest. A rigged contest. No, was it Riggy that won first place? I don't think Riggy won first. He probably did, but I knew I was second place, and you had to get the highest score. Yeah, human won first. Human is awesome. Human is freaking awesome. Like, his action sequencing is like, gosh almighty, it's good. It's freaking good, you know. But story, what do you give it? 1 out of 10, Cychronic. 1 out of 10. What do you give the story?
I think I'd give it like an 8. Like, I liked it. Maybe a 7.8. Maybe like almost an 8.
7.8.
7.8.
Okay, I give them a solid 8. I give them a solid 8 because, you know, they kind of, I like how they kind of make the main characters struggle, even though they're like more prominent. They're recognized as a respected organization, but you could see the struggle. You could see like they struggling to pay the bills. They struggling, you know, to find work. even though they're like the best option out there. You could see like the impact that the demon world has on the humans, and I think that's really good. That's really good to show that soft side.
Yeah, and I definitely wasn't feeling like it was boring either.
Yeah.
I was having a good time.
All right, gameplay.
Okay.
All right, so as you can see, the game is, I'm not gonna say it's open world, you know, it's map based. The maps do feel a little bit sandboxish, you know, let's give it that. It do feel a little bit of sandboxish. Like your levels are pretty much easy, you know, it's really like no puzzles or anything to like you have to do to get to the next area. It does have a Mario aesthetic, like a Mario 3 aesthetic or Super Mario World aesthetic, where you just go from one map to another map based off like a world map, but it's not like a true world map, like open world, whatnot. And the battle system is pretty interesting, you know. My take on the battle system, it is turn-based, you know, just like most JRPGs are. It's turn-based. There's leveling, and there's like skill-based weapons. Right? There's weapons that give you different skills. So the developer thought it's a good idea to like, you know, add like a resistant versus weakness system. Like they call it energy absorbent and physical guard, something like that. Where
I think it was energy shield.
Shield, yeah. Where if you see a shield icon, that means the enemy is resistance against physical attacks. So you got to do magic based or energy based attacks to harm them. Now, if they pull up the energy shield, then they're highly resistant against energy weapons or magic skills. And you got to do physical attacks to them. Now, the developer also implement, you could change your equipment one time while in the battle, just in case you fighting a AoE group of enemies, or you know, one of the other enemies, whether they're magic based or energy based, you know, I mean physical based resistance or magic resistant. So you are able to change your weapon one time to like, you know, fight that enemy. I think they did a good job explaining to tutorials on how that system work, but does it really work for this game is the question.
I thought it worked. I just thought it was kind of basic. I would have liked to see a little more variety, but it did. It worked. It seemed to work. The combat wasn't really my favorite part, though. I kind of liked the system outside of the combat, where you could enhance your social skills or your combat or your exploration skills, and then that would give you access to other parts of the story or other like special or discounts on materials or negotiation. If you're in a dicey situation, you can negotiate if you have more social skills. I liked that kind of aspect of it. A little bit of choice was nice. Can you not hear me?
Nah, I can hear you, but this is bad.
The lag of the video.
Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, guys. I'm so sorry. Cyclone is like, oh my god, this is bad. Like, I swear, this is bad. This is bad. Oh my gosh.
Oh, looks like the video stopped.
So it got better after cause I was multi-streaming.
Mm-hmm.
It got better after I stopped the multi-stream.
Ah, gotcha. I finally had enough bandwidth.
So that's weird, you know what I mean? Like I'm running everything from an Ethernet as well, you know, gigabit speed. I think at that time, when I turned off the TikTok, because that's what I was multi-streaming to, it got better. So I think TikTok was having a problem with their server, because I multi-streamed plenty of times to TikTok and never had no issues.
It might have just been your internet at the time kind of crapping out a little bit, which happens sometimes.
Yeah.
And it had limited bandwidth at the time.
Yeah, so now it's running fine. You know what I mean? This is called Demon World Raya's Way of Life. That's what it is. Demon's World Raya's Way of Life. Pretty good game. Pretty good game. So the battle system was basic, you know, and the problem is, you know, like we have a lot of the default sounds.
Mm-hmm.
We got the knock knock sound.
The knock knock, for some reason, I don't know what it is about that sound, but it draws people like moth to flame.
Yeah. Then we got dun 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 dun. Like, why is that in your freaking game? Like, why? We're commercial. We're going commercial. Why do we got default battle music in the freaking game? Like, that doesn't make any freaking sense.
Yeah.
The default victory. I agree. The default victory thing. Like, why? Doesn't make sense at all.
Yeah, and I actually felt like, okay, we talked about the story and stuff, and that was all good, but I feel like the weakest area of this game is like the assets and like because it's all default stuff, and or not all default. Some of the music was not default. I liked some of the battle music. It really like made it kind of exciting to battle, but for the most part, the assets need if you're going to release this as a commercial product, there needs to be an asset.
You got to change your music. I don't care what it is. You got to change your music. Get rid of all the default stuff. Get rid of it. Get rid of it.
There's lots of free music out there that sounds really good, and no one's really heard it before, or fewer people have heard it before, and it'll.
You got to, like, you have to, because RPG Maker, people is recognizing RPG Maker, right? So majority of the players or supporters for RPG Maker is going to be either the developers or people that like RPG Maker games. They're going to be your harshest critic, because they're going to be like, man, this shouldn't be commercial. And they're not going to play your game because they done heard it. They done heard it like a million times. They done heard it like a million freaking times.
Yeah.
The knock knock sound. That right there going to be like, they didn't even bother taking out the knock knock sound. Like, for real. But we don't know how much they charging now. Like, I'm thinking they might price this at $10. I'm thinking, they might price this at $10. I'm thinking that. All right. So I do like what Chronic was saying, the Fallout like mechanic, you know, like you gotta have like your hacking, your survival skills a certain level. Now This game is generous. This game is generous because if you fail the check, you can always go back and do it again when you're at a higher level.
Yeah.
That's a good thing. You know what I mean? You can go back, fight it, couple enemies, level up, then level it up with your ability point, then go back, get the discounts and stuff like that. In the game, you know, it like your enemies don't love. I mean, you don't level up traditionally. I mean, you level up traditionally, but your stats don't go up traditionally. You have a choice. You can either increase your social skills, which impacts how certain NPCs helps you and stuff like that, or you could use the ability point to increase your combat skills, which open up another sub menu where you can increase your base stat, your HP, your magic points, your willpower, your attack, your defense, your luck, and your speed. And you have a number of times that you can do it. Like, for example, it may say attack 4 more times. You know what I mean? So you can increase it by 4 extra times before.
I think you went mute.
Okay, can y'all hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So, why Slip say that? You see what he said?
Yeah, I see what he's saying. But I think that would be the biggest, highest impact thing for this game before release is an asset overhaul. If you had different assets that didn't look like the standard RPG Maker stuff, I get the vision they're going for, and it's great. But if they were somehow able to pull off an asset overhaul, it would totally change the perception of the game. Like if you were casually looking at it, if that makes sense.
Y'all don't agree with Slip. Y'all don't agree with that guy. You know what I mean? He been in the same boat. He don't like the game because his game is called Demonic, right? But he don't like this game because it has demon in it, so he's hating on the game right now. so y'all freaking just ignore his comment. Bro, if this game is 10 with this stuff, my game will be $69.99. Ooh. Sounds like somebody done improved their developing skills. Let's go. And Slip did improve. Slip did improve a lot versus the first time we played this game to his remake. Like, he really improved. So I can imagine how it is now. But Red Tie, he thinks that leveling up like that is a bad. Well, with this game, after every fight, you get restored. Like you restore your stats. Now, there's 2 skills that makes this game easy, and it could be a problem. Is once you learn the breath skill, and when you get what's his name, Shiro,
yeah,
the gun skill that hits all the enemies. They're both AoE skills.
Yeah, I never got the Breath of Decay.
Yeah, the Breath of Decay, that one. That's all you need right there. That's all you need. You need nothing else. And that's the problem with RPG Maker games. These developers give you an overpowered skill so early in the game, it just ruins it in a way.
Yeah.
You know, you could be really super powerful in a way, and the design about the demon blood, I think that's a bad. I mean, it's not a bad design, but you get it so frequent to where you can get a whole lot of them. Any excess of it, you could sell it for money. Any excess demon blood, and you get a whole lot of it. Like every enemy you kill, you just keep going back, in and out, in and out, in and out, in and out. Kill, 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 in and out, in and out, kill, 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 in and out, in and out, kill, kill, kill. That's all you need to do. I swear to you, like, I swear, like, that's all you really need to do. Stay in that one room, get overpowered, go to the next, fight the boss. I don't think I died like a game over. I don't think I game over at all in this game. Which is good. I mean, you don't want to make it too hard, but you know, I see they try to go with the what is it, a blue mage, or is it blue mage that have blue mage learn abilities, enemy skills, something like that. If they get hit by it, they learn it. But this one, if you kill the enemy, they drop it, you absorb it, you know. And it's kind of like a vial, like, oh man, I really.
So do you think that demon blood tastes good?
I think they actually inject it. I don't think they eat it. But
oh, they don't. Okay.
Yeah, it's like yeah, she says she injected herself with demon blood. Okay. Yeah, so she injected herself. So, and when you get it, it's in a vial. It's like a vial. It's like a vial or something. So how is it collecting? She did say once you kill them, they drop demon blood. But wouldn't they have blood anyway if you're slashing them and killing them?
Yeah, maybe you could collect it.
You know, like, this is what I would have done. This is what I would have done. I would have had it where you could, like, fabricate the abilities. Like, you collect so much demon blood from a particular enemy, you can actually learn the ability, because you're learning abilities like back to back. It's crazy. It's like ongoing, like popcorn. It's so easy to acquire skills in this game. Like, you just need to kill the enemy one time, and if he drops the blood.
I don't recall that the blood ever dropped when I played.
Yeah, like, it drops from. That's how I learned. It's a chance. Like, it's a chance that they drop it. It's a probability.
Okay, but I was gonna say I got through the whole thing, and I never got a drop of blood.
You get the breath decay from the zombies. I got that the first fight.
Yeah, I didn't. Not sure.
Yeah. Maybe Ace of Ace's game and some others aren't like that. This is true for most of these games. Like you all say, every single Ace has improved though. Like, yeah. Ace has improved versus Immortal Sin. You know, like, he had a lot of the same enemies in a row, and the skills, it was just too many different menus of skills. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But okay, what's another thing about this game? The choices. Mm-hmm. And it has an affinity mechanic too, like a hidden affinity mechanic. Like what it does, I don't know. According to in-game tutorial, says you can unlock skills. You can, I guess there's a synergy mechanic. I haven't seen it yet.
It's how you're perceived, like if you're like you rescue someone and then you hit them up for cash after you rescue them, or you're nice or whatever, it can affect how they think of you. But the demo wasn't long enough to see if that plays out at all or not. It didn't seem to make a difference either way in the time that the demo.
Yeah, but they did
Yeah.
say with your characters as well.
Like whether they like respect you or not.
Yeah, so is it gonna have like a synergy mechanic, like if you have the girl and her together, maybe the willpower is higher because she's a magic user. They're both magic users basically, so maybe you have higher willpower. That's how the game explained it. Like at that point they say be nice to your characters, and even though it's not going to change the storyline, it could change like some of the text-based outcomes. That's what it says.
You getting a phone call?
Yeah, my brother. My brother, man, he don't know I'm doing podcasts, but I'm letting him know I'm doing the podcast. I can't talk, man. I can't talk, my bro.
Pick up the phone. Please pick up the phone.
Alright, what more thing we could on gameplay? Oh, lock picking. This game has like lock picking
and computer hacking and
yeah, it got lock picking, computer hacking. But my lock pick skills were low, and I didn't lose the lock pick because I guess they didn't attempt it. I would have made it where you can attempt it, but you lose the lock pick anyway because you're not good enough. I mean, Red Tide, let's be honest, Red Tide, let's be honest. A lot of games is going to piggyback on another game.
If the idea was sound and it was good, then yeah, why not?
Because
do it too.
You may feel like, oh yeah, I'm the only guy that's doing this in RPG Maker. Then you turn around, a 5-year-old game already doing the same thing. You know what I mean? I mean, we all do it. Like, I've seen a lot of RPG Maker games do the same thing. I don't know how you could balance up. Yeah, like, see, the problem is, like, right now, I have the best abilities. Like, I don't need to do anymore. And most of the abilities have cooldown. So, I think with the breath ability, the AoE, the ones I got, it's like a 2-turn cooldown. But you're killing the enemy so fast, it's like, it doesn't really matter. Like, it doesn't really matter at all about the cooldown or whatnot. Like, it doesn't matter. So, but I do like some of the mechanics of the game, like the choices. But we don't know if it's a negative choice or a positive choice or whatnot.
Or if it's going to lead to anything, or if it's the illusion of choice where you pick A and B and looks like you end up in the same spot anyway. Right?
Yeah, it's just because like one of the choices were you do the job for 2,500, or you do the job for 2,500 with 500 up front. Based on your level at that time, like your bargain level or whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
I think mines were low, and the guy said no way. You know what I'm saying? Then he said after the fact you didn't even kill the mercenary that I wanted you to kill, whatnot, the target. You didn't kill the target. So that kind of, you know, negatively could impact future jobs. But even though it was part of the story, like it was meant for us to lose that fight. So either way, you know, it wouldn't affect anything. But other than that, I mean, that's what the developer is really banking on for his game to be different, is that battle system, you know, the learning of the demon blood, you know, inject the demon bloods, give you different mechanics, and the swapping out of characters, less characters to worry about when you're fighting, and majority of them can use the same stuff. And to be honest, the equipment that I found, I never had to change, because the equipment that I really got, it didn't really increase my stats by much, or wasn't really worth it. You know what I mean? I was fine with the day one stuff.
Yeah.
So maybe balancing, you gotta be careful when you balance like the leveling system with something like that, because you know, when you're restoring full health after every fight, you know, that could be an issue for some people. They could take advantage of that and like really beat the system of the game, like by becoming too strong, you know.
Yeah.
So all right, gameplay, what do you give it?
The gameplay, I'd probably give it I want to say like a 7.
7. Okay. See, everybody's calling me. Everybody.
I know. I got a few calls that came in while we were on this as well. It's
all
like,
right.
Not right now, please.
You give it a 7? I'll give it a 7 as well, because I like the fact that they have the you know, try to change the battle system around a little bit. I like the fact they tried to do that, you know, try to come up with their own system. But there's really not much to really do in the game.
Yeah, it's pretty basic.
It's like too linear. Like even when you go to the casino, all you doing is playing the losing game.
Yeah.
I don't think you go win. Like,
but isn't that what it's like to go to the casino? There you pretty much always lose, but then you win sometimes.
You lose and you win sometimes, but there's like really no graphics or nothing. Like there's no slot machine. Like at least show me a visual.
Right, and there is a free slot machine plugin and stuff, so you can actually like easily, you know, slip that in.
Yeah, but it's starting to feel a little bit defaultish.
Yeah,
you know, it's a lot that's like kind of defaultish, to be honest.
Yeah, and that's I think the weakest part of the game is all that default assets and default mechanics. Like there's not enough like new stuff that you haven't seen before, as far as but exactly. the execution isn't bad, but it has to. But there's a couple things that could be done that would improve this game a lot, in my opinion.
And what do you suggest, like the biggest that this? You don't have to name them all, but what's the biggest thing you think they could improve?
The assets, like the maps, the assets. Just like go with something a little bit more detailed. And I don't really like based on the tone of the game. I don't really like the chibis as well. I think it looks a little too cutesy. And
shut up, Slip. See, I can't stand this guy. I can't. He called the gameplay really basic. No, we're not saying the gameplay is basic. We're saying like there's some some areas they need to work on, but like the battle system, you know, it's
yeah,
pretty.
it was overall
good.
executed well, but there's just not enough.
You know, the exploration, the hidden stat mechanics that you don't see is pretty interesting. 7 out of 10. We're not saying it's bad. We're not saying that. We are saying it's pretty good. But we're not saying it's the best. So 7 out of 10 ain't too bad.
Right. It's like getting a C minus.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
So he just don't like that it has the word demon in it, and his game got demonic. So, all right. I think this game trying all that stuff is pretty sweet. I don't think it's possible to balance it. Not at all. Is this game piggybacking off a Knock game? How dare they? There's a lot of work put into the small stuff though, like doors opening, small details. Improving the assets will be a huge change, but will massively overhaul the game if done comprehensively. 7 equals C minus. There you go. There you go. All right, so presentation. What do you think?
Yeah, the presentation, I've already kind of discussed it. It's the assets. It's like the way it kind of looks. It just feels kind of default-ish and like, oh, another RPG Maker game. And that's the weakest part of the game, in my opinion. Yeah. And then I didn't like the smooth jazz in the red light district. But
yeah, that got kind of boring. All right, so my problem is this. Like, the tile set is so freaking old, right?
Yeah.
Like, it's to the point where it's highly recognizable by everybody. This game feels like it is a well-made basic game. It has cool mechanics. You know, I think the font is standard. It's like one of the best fonts in my opinion. You know, it's easy to read, it's nice and big, you know, no homo, you know, it's easy to read. Let's say that. It's easy to freaking read. But for a commercial game, oh man,
it needs to get spiced up a little bit.
Oh man, like, I mean, I seen games. It's not the developer's fault. It's just some tile set is just so hard to make your game look good. Yeah. You know, like some of the, I mean, oh man. Oh my god. Commercial game need to make font harder to read. Got it. Nah, I swear. Like, I swear to God. This is not full default. It's FS. This is not FSM.
It doesn't look like FSM.
This is it's a map pack. It's a DLC map pack that came with the because the Nerd Mansion used this in his games. I'm talking about at least, when did I start streaming RPG Maker? Started streaming around 2019. It's around this time. It's old.
Yeah. It's MV too. It's not MZ, so it's pre MZ. Yeah. I've seen this for these tiles for like years.
I mean, the plant could be FSM, but the whole layout, it just, I don't know, man. It's like, it feels like this is like a first project that became a dream project.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's just, I mean, what can you do? I mean, you gotta work with what you have. But when you look at the other commercial games, like the mapping, like it's a lot of open space. The stage is too big. It's just a piano. Where's the back wall? You know, like it's just like, man, it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah. And for me, I also really don't like the chibi characters. I just really have never liked them.
I mean, I don't have no problem with the chibi characters. I mean, you got to use what you got to do, you know, but the art is a mix. You know what I mean? It looks like one character is Japanese anime, the other one isn't. You know, they look cartoonish. Like the style, there's like a clash of style, especially with the enemies. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With the enemies, you could definitely see like the clash because you're using static enemies, like static enemies.
And they're the default ones that come with the engine.
Why not make the enemies chibi? You know, do the side view enemies. Use that plugin.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would have done because everything you fight is either static. And I think static is on its way out when it comes to these newer RPGs. They rarely use static.
Yeah, I know. I like to go with full action sequences.
Yeah, and they also at least make them breathable. You know how they make the static look like they're breathing, they're moving a little bit. At least do that. And not just have them like static. Those days are over. Don't get me wrong, we grew up on that, but them days are over.
You got to take it up a notch.
Yeah. I would get side view battlers for enemies, side view enemy battlers, and just get the movable sprites for those enemies. You know, you got sprites for mechs, you got enemy sprites you can generate and create. You know, it'll make it look better, you know what I mean? And work on action sequencing. It's supposed to be an action like game, but with no action sequencing.
Like the one I see a lot is where they just slash the air right in front of them, and then suddenly
they do this with their hands like this, like when they do double attack or triple attack, like they do this. They don't even swing the weapon. They just like they're doing a magic attack.
Yeah,
like it doesn't look good.
It's kind of lazy.
Yeah, with action sequencing, you can make it look better. You know what I mean? Like it's crazy. It's crazy. The MZ tile sets are almost universally bad looking to me. I never understood the style decisions. Most everyone I've talked to don't like them much, if at all. Many hate them. I would go Winlu or FSM personally, but if you can get your own or do your own, definitely go that route. But if not, you know, it depends on your budget. If you don't have a budget for it, you have no choice but to use the RTP, and you have no choice. Like, but that's going to affect your price. That's going to really affect how people going to look at your game, because can you really make, like, look at the map. Like, look how like right now, let me pause it. Look at the table. You see how this chair is there? There's an empty space here. Like, you can't put it in the middle at all.
Yeah.
You know, so they're not using doodads or anything. You know, they're just, it just doesn't line up right. It don't look good.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, it just, you know, man. You know.
Yeah,
how it is.
I know how it is.
Yeah, it just doesn't look commercial-ish.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, but what can you do? I mean, You
Well, you can swap out assets with different ones that look better. You can make the size of the tables and stuff the right size to where it does line up in the middle. If you put a chair there, and it's not that hard. I'm
no,
sorry.
it's not. It's
Oh,
not. It may not be hard, but at the same time, if you can't do all that, just bring the top part of the table a tile down and add the other tile on the bottom. That way, the chair will
yeah,
be lined up in the middle. Problem
yeah.
solved. You know what I mean? Like even when you do your mapping, you got to make sure it lines up perfectly. Because
Yeah.
you're not gonna go in a restaurant and you're not gonna see the chairs like this. You know what I mean? And there's really no quality of life in the atmosphere. Like the only person that's dancing, that's moving is that NPC. Like there's really nothing really going on. Like
Yeah.
for real. Like everybody's just like they're saying the same thing over and over. They're saying the same thing, same dialogue, blah 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 blah. But commercial wise, I mean, I hope this game, the developer make it to the end. I hope they are able to find success with this game, but it's going to be really hard to get people, even with the mechanics, even with everything, visually. That's what people is looking for. They're looking for visuals. It has to look and feel that it's worth, and money is going to be the key to all that, because you can get that custom stuff made.
Well, and then also too, the one thing to always consider as a developer is there's a lot of games out there, and why would anybody pick yours over any of the other the hundreds of thousands of games out there? And
Exactly.
you got to figure out how to get them to play it.
Exactly.
Get them interested.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I mean, I don't want to discourage the developer.
No, I think there's a lot of potential in this game. It's actually got some good potential, but there's some rough areas that probably should be ironed out before you release it as a commercial product.
Yeah. Or maybe I mean, you gotta pull the trigger, man. You never know. You never freaking know what could happen. But me personally, this is something that I probably would have made and just release it just for people to play it.
Yeah.
And even those games don't really get love and download.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? So this is the problem. Like you gotta have something to be like, oh my god, this is cool. Like, let's throw your game out there. You have a lot of mechanics in your game. You got the space exploration, you got the planet exploration, you got the tactical fighting aspect of it. You have
7 character parties.
7 characters parties. You got the visual, you got the music, you got the lights. When you play your game, it doesn't look default at all. It looks like a whole bunch of programming and TLC with the maps are there, parallax and light shows. Like, it looks good. It looks good, and it doesn't look like you just do everything together. It looks planned. This game, it looks like the developer just used what they had to use, and not thinking, hey, maybe should I get a better map pack? Maybe should I get FSM, or to make the world look better. Like, when you look at it like this, it's like the tile set, it's only so much you can do. It's
Yeah,
only
like they're yeah, they should make it look a little bit. I think it would immerse you in the world a little bit better if it looked kind of like how it sound. Like I understand the vision they were going for, but this feels like a happy-go-lucky city in what's supposed to be like the last city on Earth in a world filled with demons, and so it just doesn't. It clashes in that way, in my opinion.
yeah, yeah.
But it's got potential.
Oh yeah. I mean, I like the game,
Yeah, so did I. Yeah.
but I'm not there. I'm not, because I played free games that actually felt better.
Yeah.
Like what makes this game stand out that the other free games that may be better stand out?
Oh yeah, what Mana Relic Games is saying. Yeah, the PV games assets are pretty good. Yeah, I like those.
10mm pistol is a small pistol, but it can still kill you though.
What about a 40mm pistol?
A 50 cal.
50
Holy
cal.
smokes. I seen one of them. I'll be scared somebody point one of those things at me. Like literally. But hey, what's up, Santa Ryu? The only chibi sprites I accept are chibi Gundams. Gundams are cool. How big are the bullets in the 10mm? What do you think, my guy? Alright, so overall, what do you rate this game? Like commercial success, like what do you rate
for just how I would rate this game overall?
Yeah,
I'd give it a 7.
you give it a 7.
Yeah, there's things I like about it. There's gaps that need to be filled. If you can fill those gaps, that score would go up.
Okay.
But I'd give it just a straight 7.
Okay. All right, so I give it a 6.5. I give it the 6.5. The reason why I give it the 6.5 is because there's a lot of mistakes in this game that I think the developer need to address.
Yeah.
You know, the knock noise for one.
God, yeah.
You got to remove that. 2, the victory default theme, another one. I mean, I'm not going to get on them about the tile set because they have to do what they got to do. You know, it doesn't look bad. I mean, for the tile set, it actually looks good. But, you know, like it looks better if you go a little bit premium. You have to go premium for your commercial projects. Like you can't expect using assets that's available to everybody, you know, and try to go commercial with it. You know, people want to feel like they're paying for something. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's the storyline. People want to feel like they're paying for something. Like they're paying for quality. And that's the thing. Now, I'm not saying this game don't have quality, but does it have commercial, I'm willing to spend my money quality? That's the problem. But overall, I like the story. I like the character development. I think it's pretty cool. You know, I like to see more about the mom. I'm at the part where the hospital is attacked. The hospital get attacked, and she has to go to the hospital and save the lady that she doesn't like.
Yeah.
And check up on her. You know what I mean?
But to Kurunists, God, I can't pronounce that point.
Kuronis.
Kuronis. Okay.
Yeah, Kiro. He's another good streamer.
But the commercial success rating, yeah, I would agree, 5 out of 10. I thought I was giving it like an overall rating, but for commercial success, yeah, I'd say 5 out of 10. It's not going to be a commercial success for sure in its current state.
Well, I mean, I can't say I
I can say
cannot.
with
I
pretty, I can
cannot.
say with pretty clear confidence.
I cannot say what.
I can say pretty confidently that it would not be a commercial success.
Really?
Yes.
Why? Oh, what? Oh, what you already explained.
Yeah, what we've already talked about throughout
Okay.
the whole.
Okay.
And also experience releasing my own games, and it's hard to get your game noticed, and when you have all this default stuff, it will not stand out.
We don't know.
Sure.
We don't know the price. So get $10 out your head. We don't know the price of this game. I'm just saying it might be $10.
Even if it was $2, it's still not going to be a success. They just need to up their quality.
So, what do you rate? I mean, okay, you rated a 7.5. No, you rated a 7. I gave it a 6.5. So, how much do you think this game should cost?
It depends on what they do before they release it. If it's in its current
state, in this state,
in this state, I think it's probably worth like almost $0 or like $1 or $2. But I think that in
stop it.
But I think that if the issues that were addressed, they get fixed and stuff, then I think it would be more like a $4.99.
$4.99.
Yeah, but only if they fix those issues.
$4.99.
But I liked it though. I kind of liked it. Like it was. I've played worse games before, for sure.
$4.99 for what we have, like this graphics. I buy that for exclamation mark. I would say in this current state, $1.99 was. I think this game would sell between $1 to $2.
Yeah.
Given the fact that, you know, if people like the demo, I think they'll support the game. You know what I mean? Because you got those people out there that just don't mind playing a small game. Now, this game would have been great during COVID. I'm for real. You laughing.
No, it's true because during COVID, a lot of people were like at home, so like there was like an uptick in gaming during that time.
Sliv said 50 cents. Nah. Because he actually did put effort in the game. Like you could definitely see the effort, but I feel like $1, like 99 cents is fair. Like this kind of feel like a mobile game. Like this is something I could play on my phone. You know what I mean? Well, because it doesn't really have all the explosion or the scenes. Like it doesn't really have scenes or anything like that either.
Right.
You know, it feels like a project game, a first project game that they decide to go commercial with.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at Steam DB right now, and it looks like the number of followers on it is like 35, and it jumped from 25 recently, so it's rising slowly.
Yeah, I mean, it's an interesting game. Me personally, I will play it.
Yeah, it just needs a lot more polish.
But would I play this game over Final Fantasy Chrono Trigger? I don't think I would. You know, I don't think I would. Because, you know, it just, after all the RPG games I played, it just feel like it's too. It has to, like, graphically, it has to be better.
Yeah.
You know, I'm all about graphics now. You know what I mean? I'm all about. Oh my god! You know what I mean? I got a freaking graphics card that I wanted to start smoking. That's what I want. I guess it was smoking because it was stuttering. So, and I think I need to I haven't updated OBS in so long. That's probably the problem. I probably got to update it. But yeah, 99 is $1, and you said up to $4.99.
I said if they fixed the issues, but if they haven't fixed the issues, so in its current state, I would say it like $1.
So they sell 100 copies, they broke even.
They sell 100 copies, they get $100, or they get $70.
Steam gonna take 30 cents, so I say about if they sell 150 copies, they'll break.
They'll break even, yeah.
Yeah. So that's basically it. What we have for this game. Developer. Because I sent this link to the developer. I'm pretty sure he'll watch it. I think you have a good idea for a game, but when you go commercial, you got to make sure certain things are intact.
The bar has to be a little higher when you're doing it.
The bar has to be a little higher. The music, get rid of all the default stuff. You know what I mean? Somebody's told me this. He said, I think it was Harlequin. It was somebody. Whenever you deploy a new project, get rid of all the files. Yeah, get rid of, and he has a plug, not a plugin, but he has a file that you can get from itch.io where it's
just a blank project.
It's a blank project with all the default stuff, like the music and everything is gone. I think you need to get rid of all the default music and find the free music that's online. Some of the sound effects is okay, but like the music, you want to have like your own soundtrack or close to a soundtrack nobody and their mama's using.
Yeah. And of course there's tracks out there that other people are going to use, but if it's obscure enough, people won't actually pick up on that, and it'll be like people will think it came from your game for sure.
Yeah. So that's all I really have to say about the game. But other than that, I really enjoyed it. I felt like, you know, it was different. It was good playing a game that felt a little bit different. I do think it's on the easy side. It's not a challenging game, but you can see like some of the strategy that you got to put in to win the fights. And I do like the added bonuses, the challenges that they put in the fights. Like if you beat the boss without using items, you get extra experience and you get like equipment or whatnot. I think that's pretty cool. And so far I've been doing the challenges, you know, but it's easy to kill the bosses. You don't really need, you know, a whole bunch of RPG knowledge to actually play this game. You know, as long as you know how to read and comprehend and know how things work, I think this could be a game for anybody just want to get started into RPG. So maybe this game will sell to those who are, you know, new to RPGs and they don't want to spend a whole bunch of money. Maybe you'll get your customers that way. But if it's like a whole bunch of money, then maybe you may scare away people that's into RPGs. So now you add a different category. Is this for hardcore gamers or this for your casual gamers? I think this is more for casual. So That's all I have tonight on this matter. All right, Sakurai, anything you want to tell the developer before we head up out of here?
Just that I actually kind of enjoyed your game. I like the action. I thought you had a good story premise. Just work on getting these assets to be like original or original-ish, and like just tighten up that quality a little bit before you release your game, and it'll be a much better result.
Yeah, facts. I agree. So until next time, guys, I hope you enjoy. Definitely tell people that the RTP podcast, we are back. Tell them to send games to us. If we played your game in the past and you want us to look at it again, let us know. But we ask you that at least let there be a major improvement of the game. You know what I mean? Let it be a major improvement, because we just don't want to play your game just to play your game, and it's the same freaking game, and you made no freaking changes. We would be mad. You know what I mean? Like, we would be really upset. And just share, like, and all that good stuff. And in 2 more weeks, we will see y'all guys back at the same time, Wednesday at 2:00.
Yep.
All right.
See you then.
All right. Peace out, y'all. Y'all have a good one. See you later.
Later.
I got